Following the 4th of July holiday weekend, health officials say COVID cases are increasing in many areas, but the overall levels remain low.
Let's get the latest on this bump up with health reporter Stephanie Stahl.
That's exactly right, Yuki. This is a bump in COVID cases, not a surge like we have seen in the past. Still, doctors say the virus is circulating, and in New Jersey, cases have nearly doubled in the past month. After a bout with COVID, Terry Madusky is back to work at Virtua Primary Care in Hamilton.
It was like the flu on steroids, high fever and fatigue and body aches.
Now that the symptoms are gone, she's safely back at work and reminiscing about where she was probably infected.
It was a beautiful wedding.
She says it was a relative's wedding out of town that involved traveling and lots of togetherness.
You just never know. You never know where it's coming from, who has it, who doesn't have it.
It's not the summer surge of past years, but the CDC says COVID cases are up in many parts of the country, including New Jersey.
The illness tends to be relatively mild to moderate. Certainly patients are suffering, but it tends to be things like cough, cold, fever, fatigue, muscle aches.
Dr. Angela Skrinsky with Virtua Health says after the 4th of July holiday, the bump in COVID cases was expected.
There's been a great deal of travel that's happened over the holiday, and, across the country, heat waves are forcing folks indoors. So they're spending time in less well-ventilated areas.
She also says new variants are circulating now and immunity wears off over time. Plus, many people are not up to date on vaccinations.
When you are in close proximity with somebody who's infected and you're not in a very well-ventilated area, it's very likely that you're going to become infected.
Doctors say for most people, it's a few days of discomfort, but COVID can still be dangerous for people in high-risk groups.
It's real. It's definitely still around.
Now, the Philadelphia Health Department says it is not seeing the same kind of increase in COVID cases that's happening in some other communities. Positivity rates right now are currently highest in the west and southwest part of the country. Health officials say that there's going to be an updated vaccine that will be available for everybody probably in the fall. But we all need to pay attention now,
yes,
especially if you're traveling in crowded indoor locations.
Oh, yeah.
You got that right.
Everybody inside with the AC now.
That's right, because it's so hot.
Right.
Thanks,
you.
Steph. Appreciate it.